Hey everyone, it's Todd Hazelwood here from the Brad Jones Racing team. Really excited to be heading into the Tasmania SuperSprint as it's a huge milestone moment for myself. It's my 100th race, which will be race 6 on Saturday this weekend. It's actually quite incredible to think that it's already 100 races for myself in just 4 years of my racing in a full time in the Supercars Championship. It's gone really fast, and I'm super grateful to be in the championship for this long, to be able to rack up that many races, get to race against some amazing drivers and have a lot of fun along the way. So I thought I'd just do a quick little video to, I suppose, recap the 100 races from the start and obviously mention some special moments along the way. So yeah, it all started back in, essentially did my first start in the championship all the way back in 2017. It was a really exciting moment for myself. I was still young, eager to get into the Supercars Championship, and the way that we did that was with a wildcard entrant with Matt Stone Racing and under the Big Mate Racing banner. So at the time, I was currently racing in the Dunlop Super 2 Championship. We just come off the back of winning a round in Townsville. We were leading the championship, and it was just all hands on deck to prepare for our first crack in the Supercars Championship. I'd never driven on the Super Soft tyre before, so we actually did a full two-day test campaign. We did a couple of days at Queensland Raceway. It all went really well. We had good preparation, and I still remember trying to get everything ready last minute. There was a lot of long hours and long nights, but we pulled it off. We had quite a successful outing. We didn't disgrace ourselves. We had moments of really good showing, and I suppose that really sort of springboarded myself into the Supercars Championship. And then I then got my second start as a co-driver, driving with Tim Blanchard, and it went from the highs to highs, the lowest to lows. So famously, it all started pretty sourly with Brad Jones Racing. We had a massive crash, and not the way I wanted to put myself on the map in the supercars world. So that was within the first 2 races. I remember living my childhood dream, being on the starting grid, to then having one of the biggest crashes of my life. So 2 big moments for 2 very different reasons. So essentially got my first few races under my belt in 2017, did my first Bathurst, and then finally got the opportunity to step up to the Supercars Championship full time with the team at Matt Stone Racing. So both myself being a rookie and the team being rookies as well, we went in together and essentially started a dream, which was to be part of the championship was a big ask. We did a lot of work behind the scenes to make it all happen. And it obviously proved to be a tough year, being a learning year, being my rookie year, both for the team and I. But we got through it, and then went into 2019 for my second year of the team at MSR, where we started the year really strongly. I got my first top 10 shootout at the Adelaide 500, which was really cool for me, being a local South Australian kid. And we went on to have a pretty solid year as well, with multiple top 10 finishes, and you got my personal best result with 5th in Bukakoa, New Zealand, which was really special. And obviously then made a transition to now where I am today at Brad Jones Racing at the start of 2020. We could never have predicted what a year it would have been. But the highlight, obviously, was getting my very first Supercars podium at the Sydney SuperSprint. So that was really special. We fought it hard for a couple podiums throughout the season, but it didn't quite pull off. But obviously another special moment was to get my very first pole position at Townsville last year. No better feeling than being the fastest guy out on track against a lot of drivers that I highly respect. And it was a great feeling. But certainly got unfinished business. Now that I'm approaching my 100th race on Saturday, I still haven't got a race win. So I'm obviously, the motivation's higher than ever to achieve at the highest level in this championship. As I said, it's gone really fast, but still got a lot of things I'd like to achieve in my time in supercars. Incredibly grateful to have the time that I've been able to do, obviously with Matt Stone Racing and now with BJR as well. And onwards and upwards from here. I'll be incredibly grateful if I get another race, 100 races under my belt, and looking forward to seeing what we can achieve in that time. So I thought I'd also recap on some of the cars that I've driven in that time. So obviously I first started in an ex-Craig Lowndes winning car that I was campaigning the Dunlop Super 2 Championship, and that's what I made my debut in, which was essentially a Craig Lowndes VF Commodore built by 888. I then made my official debut in the championship with an ex-DJR Team Penske Falcon, and then unfamously we changed back to the 888 chassis halfway through that year, which was obviously with a bit of controversy, but it was certainly the direction that the team was wanting to take for the future. And then we then acquired an ex-Jamie Whincup 888 car for the start of 2019, which was really cool. We had some good success with that. And then obviously as I made that progression into 2020 with BJR, racing the same chassis that I'm racing now. So that was an ex-Tim Slade car that he debuted brand new. And then, now I'm currently still racing that now. So a couple of cool cars, a bit of history. And with this 100 races, I just want to say a special thank you to all the people that have helped make this journey possible over the years. So obviously where it all started, back with the team at Matt Stone Racing to where I am now with Brad Jones Racing. So incredibly grateful for all those people that have helped make this journey possible. And it starts from sponsors, team partners, personal partners, our support network, fans, and everyone else that's contributed to help make this dream possible. Incredibly grateful for all the support along the way. And as I said, cannot wait to see what the future holds. Obviously, I'd love to try and turn a special milestone moment into a really cool result this weekend at Tassie, and looking forward to seeing what we can achieve. So yeah, special thanks to everyone. Bring on the future.